got right now. Feel up better like it. Comfort in my sins, and all about me. All I got right now.
It's your girl Kiara Cheyenne. I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing sort of like a life update but story time. I'm about to give y'all a bunch of information behind where I've been, what's been going on, and my experience with moving into my first apartment at 19 off campus for college. So we're gonna get into that. Before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the post notifications on, get notified every time I post. And all my social medias be down below in the description box. Now, before y'all get on my case, please know that your girl is a college student. I just came back from classes like 2 hours ago. We're not going to talk about what I look like. This is a pimple patch if you don't already know. So y'all don't ask me why I got a sticker on my face. Anyways, now that we have done all of those things, let's get into the video. So I just want to start by saying, if you haven't already watched my moving series, please go watch those things, because if you haven't, you're not going to understand anything when it comes to certain parts of what I'm saying. So make sure y'all go watch those 3 or 4 episodes. Anyways, let's get to it. So the first thing that I did, obviously, I handled all my personal business. We had a specific move-in date, and y'all, okay, so I had a specific move-in date. I also want to note, y'all, I'm sorry for the interruption again. I'm probably not gonna put a lot of edits in this video, simply because your girl needs to post, not only for y'all, but like, I just don't have enough time right now. I done started classes, I got homework, and I'm about to have to go to work in like 20-30 minutes. So y'all bear with me. Hope you guys enjoy this raw, uncut story time. Let's get into it. So first things first, I had ended up moving some of my items in ahead of time or whatever, because I wanted to get a head start on, you know, getting some stuff put up before I came down, because I had to move all of it in one day. I live 2.5 hours from my campus, so I moved up here in the area near my campus, basically. And so you can imagine having to wake up at a specific time to get down here on time for move-in, and then have to move all your items and do all that in one day. So it can get chaotic, stressful, all of that, and your girl was just like wanting to get a head start. So that's what I did. And basically the first time that I went and did that, I got a call the next morning, and it was like, oh, are these your items in the room, X, Y, and Z, whatever. And it was from the leasing office, right? So the office called, and they were trying to confirm that my stuff was the stuff that was in the room. They were saying that it looked occupied, X, Y, and Z. So I was like, okay, like, yeah, those are my things, but like, I didn't know of anything being an issue or anything like that, you know, woot woot, because I did get permission to come up here and put the stuff in there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So y'all, like, they literally didn't contact me back for like a couple business days. So I finally called them, and I'm like, hey, like, any update on the situation? Because they had told me a manager would call me regarding the situation. They didn't tell me if I was in trouble or nothing. Like, they was just like, oh, a manager is gonna contact you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Your girl, and I'm sorry if I'm running out of breath, your girl knows half stopped up too, because I just got unsick. So mind your business. But anyways, back to the story. Yeah, so they had ended up making me call them, because they didn't literally email me. They didn't do none of that. So I had to go ahead and call up there. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hey, this situation's going on. Is there any update? Like, what's going on? So they end up giving me 2 options. They were like, you can either pay $500, or you can sign this contract saying that you're going to take the unit as is. And if you know, you know, and as is, contract is basically where you're taking that unit as it is, but you also are responsible for anything that needs done to the room, things like that. And when you move out, you have to have everything move in ready. Everything has to be repaired, fixed, and worked on within your responsibility, because apparently they claimed that my room wasn't all the way done, and which it appeared to be done, but they came back for something, and that's how they found my stuff, and they couldn't perform what they needed to perform on the room because of that. So your girl got messed over with that. So it had already started off rough, because that first weekend I was not knowing what was gonna happen. I was like, bruh, are they gonna try to, like, you know, terminate me for that, or are they gonna try to fine me? I didn't know what was gonna happen, y'all. Like, I literally didn't know if I was gonna be straight on that or not. I mean, honestly, it had to work out some type of way. But anyways, yeah, so that happened. That was the first situation that happened to me in the middle of me moving in. So then the second thing that happened, y'all, this is what set me back from getting videos out. This is what set me back from being unpacked, everything organized before classes. Like, it set me back completely on a lot of levels. Like, I literally could not do a lot because of these situations. So I move in finally. I ended up signing the contract because who finna pay $500 for no reason? I had already looked at the room. Everything looked fine anyways. There wasn't anything majorly like wrong. They had already replaced the blinds. All those different things that I had saw wrong in the room originally, all this stuff was already fixed. So honestly, it wasn't anything crazy going on for me to sign that contract. So I was like, cool, it is what it is. So I move in, getting situated, all of that. My air slowly starts to go out upstairs. I have an upstairs room, y'all, and I kid you not, for 6 days your girl was in this mug sweating, no AC, and it was only upstairs, y'all. Then I had reached out to everybody I knew trying to get them to come fix my unit, and they literally waited about 4 days in to come look at it. Let me rephrase that, to come look at it, y'all. So they came and looked, and then they were like, oh, it's gonna take us about 2 days to fix, woo woo woo. They ended up fixing it the next day, thank God, because I still had no AC when classes started. And if you are from Alabama or you go to school in Alabama, then you know you walk in that huge campus in that heat and humidity. Do you hear me? I'm talking about pouring sweat. I did not want to come home and have no AC on top of already walking in the heat and about to pass out. So your girl was trying to stay at friends' cribs. I was doing everything, struggling for like a week behind my AC. Because the AC wasn't working, I was not about to sit up in here in this hot box and try to unpack and do all of that. So I was gone majority of the time, and it delayed me on getting situated into my new room. So that was the second situation. Moving on to the third thing that happened. Literally, y'all. So why? Tell me why that whole weekend, like, cause I moved in on a Friday. I'm gonna give y'all that time frame. I moved in on a Friday, August 16th. So AC was out that whole weekend. I didn't work that whole weekend because I was moving, so I took off work. I normally work every weekend. So it was time for my first day back to work since I had moved, which was on, it was either on Tuesday or it was on a Thursday. I think it was on Tuesday. And not only did I not have AC, but y'all, we had a Wi-Fi outage the same day I was supposed to go back to work. Now, if you know, you know, them few days I took off was already hurting your girl pockets. They was already doing enough damage, you know what I'm saying? And then I turned around, Wi-Fi was out, couldn't work, because I work from home, y'all. I'm not even giving y'all all the details. I'm sorry. I work from home when I'm up here, because my job's office is back in my hometown. So I go remote when I'm here. As y'all can see, I got the little setup over there. But yeah, so I was working from home, so I needed my home Wi-Fi. Not only that, but I wasn't able to edit my 2, 3, 4 videos that I had for y'all when I was moving, because I was moving. And then when I finally got the opportunity, the Wi-Fi was out, my iPad storage messed up, y'all. Everything was just going wrong. Like, I couldn't do my YouTube, I couldn't do nothing but just like wait on all this to fix. Alright, y'all, so the battery in my camera had died. I hope it got everything on record, so I'm just gonna continue with the story. So yeah, my iPad storage ran out, which if you don't know, that's where I edit my videos at the moment, because I don't have a MacBook or nothing like that to edit on. So yeah, iPad storage ran out, AC was out, Wi-Fi was out, everything was just out, okay? And your girl was going broke slightly. So I was just like, yeah, this ain't it. Like, some gotta give, some gotta change, some gotta fix. So basically, y'all, it gets to like Wednesday, I think, the AC had got fixed and the Wi-Fi had started working again. I worked again, or I was supposed to work that Thursday the following day. Why the Wi-Fi go out again? It kept going out on the days that I had work, y'all. It kept going out. So I was like, yeah, this is not it. Like, so I had got my stuff, and shout out to Tyra, because you a real one. Your girl came through, you know what I'm saying? Came through. Cause baby, she let me work out her crib, so I was like, smooth, I can get my money, like I don't gotta worry about it. So I worked at a friend's crib for that shift, and then from there it ended up fixing, but it had some complications a few more times, and I had some more work issues once I finally did start working. So everything was just stacked up against me, literally, cause like everything just kept going sideways. And it was some other little stuff too going on, y'all. Like, I had bought some things and the stuff wasn't working, or stuff was missing. I had to keep waiting to get, like, it was just a bunch of mess, y'all. Like, it was small, but when stuff stack up with things like that, it's just like, what's going on? So your girl was going through it, going through a battle. So that happened, everything cleared up. And matter of fact, I'm missing another detail, y'all. The day that I had moved in, this is why I don't do story times. Your girl's not good at them, but that's besides the point. This is my first time trying, but yeah. So the day before I was supposed to move, I had got my emails and stuff from my school refund the process, right, y'all. Why the first email they sent and the only email they had sent for like an hour was showing a whole low small amount, not even half of what my account originally was supposed to give me, right? So I'm like, I know dang well y'all not finna just send me this little bit of money, because that ain't what was on my account. Where's the rest of my money? So I was like, yeah, your girl not moving tomorrow. They don't process right. So I'm freaking out. I'm praying and everything, y'all. I'm like, I just know they're not playing or holding my money. So I was like, I just know you lying. Why an hour later, the email finally come through. They give me my other portion through the other email. I was like, baby, when I tell you everything was testing my faith, everything was testing my faith. And I don't even want to get into like, I don't want to get in too deep into this video about my experience with that spiritually, all this spiritually, because I do want to make it in a separate video. But I'm gonna just say this: when you're getting ready to do amazing things, when things are getting ready to get good, when things are ready to work out for you, or you're about to hit an increase or a growth spurt, Yo, everything start falling around you every time. Like, stuff get hard, stuff get tight, stuff get rough. Like, you gotta like really you gotta really withstand the stuff that's going on so that you can receive and get to celebrate in those blessings and in those accomplishments that are on the way, that are coming. Because I can honestly say everything now is starting to come together better. I'm still not out the fire right now. It's still a lot more things going on with me, which I'm probably gonna go ahead and explain in this video if I got time, because it's real. Like, the people, y'all that are already watching me, I want to stop and say this right now. Thank you guys that I am almost to 800 subs. My account has grown tremendously over this past summer. Thank you guys for everybody that's been hitting the subscribe button, that's been tuning in to all my videos. Thank you to my supporters. It is only up from here. Keep watching. Start sharing your girl. Start, you know, recommend me to your friends, period. Subscribe to a cutie. I know I look crazy right now, but yeah, thank you guys for all the love and the support, because it wouldn't be a platform, a channel, and it wouldn't be me influencing or entertaining people without y'all watching. So thank you guys so much for that. Let's get back into what I was saying. So basically everything just kept hitting me, and I finally got to a point where everything was steady enough. But as of right now, I am still trying to figure out the storage thing. So I am a little slow with getting videos out right now. I literally have content waiting to be posted, y'all. I promise y'all, I've been busy. I've been working for y'all. But literally, I don't have a way to edit and get my stuff out. Like, I've been trying to like clear stuff. I've been trying to work something out, and it has just been fighting against me. So y'all, please bear with me. I promise I got y'all. I want to post just as bad as y'all want to watch what I have to offer. So period. But that's really that. And then I honestly, lastly, I want to get into it real quick, because your girl is about to have to work in like 10 minutes. But y'all, like, I have literally been going through it with my fashion teachers. I really hope they do not find this video in any type of way, and I hope that nobody's watching that don't need to watch. I mean, I'm not really saying nothing crazy, but okay, y'all, if y'all know me and y'all have watched me grow up, y'all watched my actual journey since I was 14, or y'all know me my whole entire life, then y'all know that I've been building my fashion career for years now. I'm already 5 years in before I even came to college regarding my work, doing custom clothing, handmade clothing. I've been competing, stuff like that. I done did all of that like over time. And I made the newspaper last year because I made my prom dress my senior year or whatever. I am a sophomore in college now, just to let y'all know. But that was like going into my freshman year, I got posted in the newspaper. So yeah, they gave your girl half a page, period. So your girl really has been putting in work over the past few years. I really do this. I might not look like it right now, and I might not be as far as I want to be in it, but your girl is coming to be the fashion designer. Top tier. The business is coming, I promise y'all, and y'all will get content on that, because that was originally what my channel was for. So y'all will get the vlogs, the fun videos. But as I get deeper in my career, as I get more successful in what it is that I'm doing, y'all will see my lifestyle change, and y'all will see the changes going on in my life and in my journey involving me getting into that career field. So I feel like it's gonna be amazing to watch, because y'all see where I'm at right now, and it is definitely gonna change and get better. So I want to thank y'all in advance for supporting, watching, all of that. But your girl been having issues with the teachers. I am the type of person, I'm very very quiet. I have social anxiety really bad in person. that is another thing. When it comes to YouTube, this is my outlet. This is my way to be myself, show y'all another side of me, another personality. Well, not another personality, but who I am. Because a lot of the times I can be shy or closed up in reality just because the anxiousness, but the anxiety. But anyways, I'm the type of person, I be wanting to come to class and literally just be hidden, stay out the way. I just want to do my work, listen, leave. I don't want to be called out. I don't like attention to be drawn to me. None of that. I don't like it at all, like in any type of setting. So y'all, why these teachers been testing me the past 2 weeks? Both classes that I have for fashion specifically, they keep calling me out for stuff and you trying to set an example out of me, and I am not the one to get in trouble, y'all. I'm not the one to get in trouble. I don't try to cause problems. I don't even try to pop off at the mouth or none of that. Like, I try to be a good student, you know what I'm saying? But they just kept giving me a hard time. Like, y'all, they just kept saying stuff to me, kept trying to correct me on the smallest things. Like, I think, like, one of the teachers, I was sitting, like, right beside her because we was at a full table. It was all of us students at one table in our fashion room. We was at our cutting table. She was standing there telling us about the syllabus and all that, you know what I'm saying, first day. I literally picked up my phone for 2 seconds because it was ringing. I said, decline, put my phone down. In the middle of me putting my phone down, she, no phones, da 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 da, woo, 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 woo. You can't do this. I'm like I was just about to try to hang up. She just keep talking. I'm like, okay, all right. Like, I literally wasn't even on my phone, y'all. I wasn't even on my phone. I had just looked at it to decline the call because I was in the middle of class and somebody was trying to call me. So I'm like, yeah, y'all got it. And from there, it just got worse. Then I was unprepared the first day, so y'all, I was behind. Now I'm behind a day on class material. I got sick last week for 4 or 5 days, so I missed class already, got deductions on my grades in 2 of my classes for that. So college don't be playing. Y'all be thinking, oh, these professors don't care if you fail, they don't care if you At this point, they obviously do care, because baby, they tell you not to be on your phone. They steadily trying to get you to come to their class. They got all these strict attendance policies. Like, baby, if they didn't care, they wouldn't care if I was on my phone. They wouldn't care if I didn't come to class. They wouldn't care about none of that. Like, they wouldn't even have the policy in place, I'm sure. Like, they would not care. So, honestly, y'all, don't come up here playing around. And definitely, one thing I learned, follow instructions, because don't just think that you got it, think that you can wing it, woo-woo, and you may even think you know, but always be teachable, because right now I'm really facing the fact that, like, I really got to get more teachable. Even though it's uncomfortable situations I'm in, it's times where I do not like my teachers right now, but I'm literally having to push through that because I paid to be in those classes at the end of the day, a lot of money at that. And I'm at a top university, so it's like you got to get your stuff together. You got to realize at some point, tough love, you got to suck it up and keep it pushing. Now, if your teacher keep picking on you, baby, go to that boss, you know what I'm saying? But, no, like, literally, y'all, like, just stay locked in. Like, if you a college student right now, a student, period, or you coming into college soon, y'all lock in. Don't come up here playing. Because you're putting your time, your money, and all of your effort into whatever it is that you're doing. And if you absolutely hate it to a point where it really gets you down, like, try to change majors, try to reevaluate, or try to talk to your teacher personally. But right now, y'all, I'm in the middle of having to, like, really push myself through. Because I'm, like, I really almost reached my breaking point at the other day already. And it's only been, like, 3 weeks. So it don't get no easier. Each level there's a new devil, definitely, and it's new challenges, struggles, but they're all to make you stronger. They're all to build you up, and they're all to get you to where you're going. So you gotta stay locked in and really stay focused on that fact that, like, everything you do has a reason, a purpose, and it is meant to strengthen you and not harm and break you. It may break you, but it's gonna build back up into the pieces that make you stronger, you know what I'm saying? But that's really it. I do have to work, y'all, so if there's anything else that I need to update y'all in the life of Kiara, I will let y'all know. But thank you guys for tuning into my personal, you know, conversation, you know what I'm saying, with you guys. So I really don't know what I'm titling this. I don't know if I'm gonna tell y'all that it's a story time or not. This kind of everywhere, but I did want to just update y'all on what's going on with me, why I haven't been posting as much, or even if you're new here, some advice, you know what I'm saying, or giving y'all a inside look at being a sophomore in college, moving on your own and things like that. Like, just a little sneak peek of what actually reality is. Stuff is not perfect. It may be like, oh, I'm happy to do this and that, but you gotta really, like, once you take certain steps, you gotta really take accountability, adult responsibility. Like, it's stuff that you can't make excuses about no more. Like, you gotta really stay on top of your stuff. Like, I noticed that some of the mistakes I made moving in were literally the fact that I didn't communicate with the right people that were responsible for what I needed them to take care of or what I needed to know. I asked the wrong people. I was depending on the wrong people in my position because I'm like, oh, like, not realizing that, Kiara, like, you're an actual adult now. It's on you, and people aren't gonna come at it in a way where, oh, well, she's just only 19, she's just only a sophomore in college. They're gonna look at me and be like, baby, figure it out. Baby, you did it wrong. Baby, you gotta do this. Like, or they gonna charge you or do whatever they gotta do to you behind, you know, the consequences behind whatever it is that you didn't see, didn't know, whatever. So you gotta be on 10 toes behind your responsibilities and take accountability for everything. But that's all I'm gonna say, because it is 2:56 and your girl has to work at 3 o'clock. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, comment, go watch some other videos. Until next time, peace.